It's Jennifer from the patio. If this is your first time coming to my channel, I want to thank you for coming. Welcome, welcome. And if you are returning, I want to thank you for coming back and just checking out my channel. So thank you, thank you. I hope you're having a good day today. I thought we'd do just a fun little craft. I had made these little pockets. They're just it's a piece of cardstock that I folded up. It's very simple. It's not that, it's not that detailed or anything. But you know how in junk journals, we're just trying to put as much real estate for writing. Well, I am anyway, because a lot of people make art journals, which I think are beautiful. But I'm always looking for new ways to get extra writing. And so this is just a pocket. And so, it has a tag. And of course, you would probably just glue it down. You could glue it down on the top and the sides and then get a side tuck. Or you could glue it down on the sides and the bottom and get another top tuck. And that would add some real estate to this particular project. But then I started playing around with it and going, what can I do to make it just a little bit more beefy, right? We want to beef it up. And so this is what I came up with. And I had this piece of craft cardstock, and I had trimmed the sides of it, and it was, it was a long piece, and I had put this decorative trim. And so I looked at it, and I'm like, that is just the right size. So let me cut it down. And so what I did is I just cut it down to the right size, folded it up, and made a pocket out of it. But I thought we could just, you could have this as a page, over the page. And then on the other side of the page, you could put another tag. And then I also extended the tag. Instead of it being short, then down here, I made it 7 inches instead of the other. And then I just backed it with some coffee dyed paper so that it gives us some more real estate. So then when you have it on the page and this part is glued down and you have this extra piece, you also will have this extra piece right here to write on. And so I'm thinking that extends the page quite a bit. So that's what we're going to make today. Now, I did make this on, I think this is 110-pound cardstock. It's kind of thick, I'm going to be honest. And so I'm going to make it with a piece of 65-pound cardstock, and I'm going to do white. And then I'm going to either cover it with this pink or this pink or this blue, which I think I'm going to go with pink. So anyway, here are the measurements. This, and we're going to make this little side tuck too. So this is about, and you know what? I've noticed this is just a little off for me. So I'm going to use my ruler. We're going to start with 5.5 by 5, and we're going to measure from here, which is 5, and then from here, because we want this piece, we're going to use it to flip up, 3.5. So it's going to be 8.5 by 5.5. 8.5 tall by 5.5 width. Okay? So, well, this paper is 8.5, and which is kind of why I did it, because it's, so we're just going to do 5.5 on the width. And that actually gives us another piece to work with if we are wanting to do that a little bit later. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my, if I can't, there it is. I'm going to get my decorative edge punch, and we're going to Sorry about the drawer. It's IKEA. It does that. It does. I'm going to start on the edge, and I'm just going to go up. And so I'm going to look in to see where the punch starts. And I believe it is there. So we're just going to punch this. And part of it, oh, let's get it in the thing. See, I hate when it does that, when I get it with the extra holes. It's okay, we're going to cut some of this off anyway. And if I do it right, it will not make a difference. I don't always pull it out as far as I'm supposed to. And then that causes a problem. Okay. So now we have our decorative edge, and we're just going to do that with that little piece right there. I'll take our scraps, throw it in the bin. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to score, because we want to have like a 2-inch lip on this. So if you notice, these are 4 and this was 5. So we're just going to score all the way down at 4 inches. So you're going to put your paper in with your decorative edge to the right, and then you're just going to score at 4 inches. Okay? And then you're also going to turn it, and let's go ahead and score at, and I believe we said, let me just check, 5. So we're going to score at 5. And so what that's going to give us is this is going to lift up, right? And then this is going to be our little flappy flap that goes around the page. So it'll, it'll go around the page. Okay, let me put that back. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to cut this section out. So we're just going to cut it right up to that edge. And I try to stay in so it doesn't, bulk it up whenever you... And so I know this is a hump and not a valley, and it usually folds this way. But we are actually going to fold it the opposite direction. So it's going to go like this. So now we have our base. That's it. I mean, how simple is that, right? So we have our base. So this will be the flap that it's, the over the page like this. And so when you glue it down to your page, you're going to have a nice little pocket, a tuck there. So now what we're going to do is we are going to cut our paper, and we're just going to put our paper on. Okay? So all we're going to do is we said that this is... So because it's almost 4, we're going to do... I'm going to go ahead and cover the whole thing like I did with the other one. So I need a piece that's 4 by 3.5. So 4 tall, 3.5. And I think I'm just going to go with this. And it goes this way. And I'm going to use this top portion. So I'm going to cut this for, I like this side, 4.5. Did I say 4? Well, I'm losing it. No, it's 4. 4 by 3, and I need to write all these little things down, don't I? Hello. 3.5. Okay, I want this part, so we're going to do 3.5. 4 to 3.5. Okay, I like this to go here. And if a little bit of white is showing, I'm okay with that because we're going to ink anyway. And then I'm going to take this pink portion and I'm just going to put that at the top. So that is probably about 2 inches, but I'm going to go ahead and do 2.5 to be on the safe side. So we already know our width is good on that. Okay, so we have our 2 pieces here. Just like that. So now we're just going to ink. Just going to ink and get that done. We can chat just a minute. I know some people, you know, don't really love the inking, but I just think it's just, you know, it makes it look so nice and finished. So, but how's everybody doing? I hope you're doing good today. It is a beautiful day here in Texas. It's in the high 60s. I'm going to go ahead and do this one too while we're at it. It's in the high 60s. You know, it's funny how we always talk about weather, whether it's raining or snowing or cold or hot. But it's in the high 60s today, and I'm loving it. I had my trees trimmed yesterday. They were here all day. They came at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and he didn't leave until 4. It was just him and his son, and they did an amazing job. I have a large crepe myrtle on the side of my house, and then I have a couple in the back on my patio. And my husband hates that they shed every year. You know, they'll bloom beautifully, but then come fall, ooh, they shed, and they leave so much debris. But they were getting really tall, and I just wanted them to be cut down. So I had him come out, and he trimmed all those, and they look really nice. They're all bare, and the sun's just beaming through on this side of the house, and so I'm loving it. And then he cut a couple of branches from my neighbor's oak tree that hangs in my yard. And then he did our oak tree in the front. So anyway, we are all set for spring and summer. Okay, so there we go. Very simple. And then we're just going to glue these. And I am going to use a little bit of UHU. I don't know why. Every time I say UHU, I just feel like I need to say that. I'm going to put some of the UHU in the middle, and then I'm going to put some art glitter glue on the edge. I hope I'm in frame. I know this is the middle. Just to get this to stick down good on the edges. This is just a very quick little project, but I thought, you know, let's just make some fun ephemera. I'm going to push it over just a little bit so it doesn't get in the way of the... Oh, get up there. There you go. Get up there. Push it, push it. That's if I wouldn't have used that art glitter glue, it would have been fine. But because I did, it didn't want to go all the way to the top. That stuff is potent. It'll get you. It'll stick for sure. Okay, so there's that. And then we're going to put this one here. Same thing, but I'm going to be a little bit quicker when I put this down. That's the thing is, you know, depending on what glue you use, I just like to use the UHU and then just a little bit of, I also have the Lineco adhesive too, the liquid. But I always just pick up art glitter glue. I don't know why, but I do. Okay. I'm going to do it from the top just to make sure that I get this portion. Okay, there it goes again there. Okay, perfect. Okay, that one was better. So we get that down. And I can see it sticking out over the edge just a hair. So guess what? I'm just going to take care of it. I'm going to take care of that little bit and just slice it right off. And one more time. Okay, so there is that. That's going to be pretty. Okay, and then the back part, when this goes down, I kind of like the white, and so I'm just going to put something cute right there. Something cute, and I'm thinking I'm going to put this pink flower right there on that area. So once again, I said 5 by 4. Did I say 5? I did. 5 high, 4 wide. 5 high, 4 wide. So let's do it this way. Makes more sense. And there's 4. That is perfect. So let me just hold that down. And then 5. Let's see where that cuts the flowers off. Okay, I want some flowers, so we're going to just bring that down a hair. And I'm going to turn it around and cut that off. I have so many scraps left from my pretty pot plants. I think I told you guys in one of the videos. You know, when you make a kit, you just print it so much to make sure that it comes out, you know, the way you want it to, and that. So anyway, I have got to use this up, and I made 2 journals. We're still working on that one. This next video, I'm gonna make some ephemera, which is kind of what I'm doing in this video, but we're gonna be making some ephemera for it. Just some added things that maybe I can, when I sell it, I can put it in as a little extra packet, because I have so much. That is going to look good. And look, this little white to come over, and I might just put something right here. I'm not sure. You know, it'd be pretty is just a word that is vertical. That would be nice. Okay, so let's glue this little baby down. Isn't that cute? That's just my favorite, is this pink background. It's kind of a faded look. It's marbled, and I like it. Like it. Like it. Just heard a helicopter go by. That's never good. Sometimes I wonder, there's a major hospital nearby. Makes you always think that maybe it's life flight or something. It's not good. But we'll think on the positive side, won't we? We will not even think that way. We will stay positive and keep some good vibes going today, won't we? Okay, let me wipe those on my jeans. I'm going to turn it around just so I can get this top part down first. Because like I said, this glue will stick really fast. And there she is. This is just a quick little fun project though, because it just gives you so much to work with, you know? I mean, it's fun because you're going to have a pocket, then you're going to flip this open and you're going to see that, and that's going to be so pretty. And we could put a pocket on here and have an extra tag. And we're going to make a tag for this. So, I'm just seeing if this is... I'm going to cut some of this off real quick. No, it looks like it's okay. It's just from this end. Yes. Okay, so we're back on this part. And so what we're going to do is we're going to close my UHU. And we're going to get Mr. Art out. And we're going to close this pocket up. So we are just going to put some art glitter glue right down the sides. And then we're just going to fold her up and hold her down. Fold her up and hold her down. That's not nice. That's not nice. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Kind of pinch it a little bit. That way you can get your card in fairly well. And now I'm going to ink this bottom part a little bit more. And the sides. So it kind of all blends and there's no white part. Okay. There we go. Because I think I cut this right, so it kind of gave us a little bit of extra white. And then we can't do anything because we're going to put it, you know, over a page, and so we can't do anything now because we want to put it on to a page. But so now what we're going to do is we're just going to make a tall tag to go with it. And I noticed in my stash that I don't have a whole lot of tall, skinny tags. And I don't know why. I don't know why I don't. But I don't. And so I'm like, I'm going to make one. Of course we're going to make one. Okay, let me look at this one. So this tag, we're going to make one just this big to stick in. And I backed it on some tea-dyed paper. So after we cut it out, we're going to back it. So this is 3 by 7. So we're going to do 3 by 7. And I like this, so we're going to use that. So we're going to do 3. Let's cut that first. And I wanted to get it in the center. And if this is 3, we want it about 1.5. So, and that's how I end up with all these scraps, is because... But I'm getting rid of them little by little, and I don't throw them away. So, and then 7. So let's look here. I'm going to cut here, and then I'm going to flip it over because I kind of want, that flower to peek out. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. And, you know, honestly, I think I'm just going to back it with some white because that way it's a little bit sturdier. And then you have just, I mean, I like the tea-dyed paper, but I also like white too. So let's ink her up. I know we're going to ink it again, but I kind of want to get it on the paper before I glue it down. Just a little extra. And then we are going to definitely glue this whole thing down. So let me get my little glue book and my UHU stick and get you guys in camera. Hopefully I'll have to look and see how, if I was out of film or out of view. You know, if you watch this, leave a comment and let me know what you're working on. I mean, you're here because you're obviously a crafter. Tell me what you're working on, what you got going. I'm interested in what other people are working on. That's the only thing about the UHU stick is it does buckle. The glue makes it buckle, but it's okay because I just stick it under a book or something. I just glued 15 big Oxford Dictionary pages together because I'm going to be making some ephemera with it. And so I just stuck them under the big Oxford Dictionary that I have, and I'm like, and they turn out wonderful. And I love the glue because it just makes it sturdier and thick. Okay, so there's that. I mean, this is such a simple project, but it's going to give us quite a bit of real estate when we put it in our journal. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for places to write, things to flip, and all of that goodness. And so there we go. So that's going to be a tall journal card that goes in just like that. And then you're going to have this. And so now we need to make a card that goes in on this side. So this one that I made that would fit perfectly like that is 3.5 by 4.5. 3.5 by 4.5. And so we're going to cut a little piece, 3.5 by 4.5. I'm looking to see. I kind of like these little, so 4.5 tall. 4.5 tall. And 3.5. Let's see if I can get both of those. No, that cuts that. But if I do this, this is 3.5. I'm going to do this side. So that way I get a little bit of both of those in there. Actually, they kind of, yep, they're both the same size. Well, let's just see what we might like. I kind of like that one. Okay. So 3.5 by 4.5 is going to be the card. And we need to have, I'm going to get another piece, and I think I just put one right behind me. So we need a 3.5 by 4.5. So let me do 4.5. And then I'm going to glue it down, and then I'll cut it. Glue it down, and then I'll cut it. I'm just going to do the middle part. And you can stick it to whatever you want. You can use coffee dyed, tea dyed paper, or just some cardstock like what I'm doing. I like sometimes just the white. So it kind of works. Where's Mr. Art? There you are. And also, I need to dye some more paper. I really need to call all my friends and say, hey, save your avocados for me, because I need to make some more avocado paper. And I don't know about you, but every time, I don't know what's going on, but the fruits and vegetables just are not the same. I mean, my avocados, when I buy them, I get them home, and they're like rubbery. I don't know. It's weird. And I'm just like, ew, I don't want that. And then I'll cut them open, and they never ripen. I mean, it's just like, I can have them sitting on the counter next to my bananas. They say to, you know, to put your fruit together, and especially like with bananas, and they'll ripen. Nope, never do. It's just a weird rubbery. So I don't even buy them anymore. And so anyway, so I need to make some avocado dyed paper, and it turns pink just like that, which I love. And then I need to make some coffee dyed paper, and maybe that could be another video. I don't know. I do mine outside in the sun, and I just love the way it turns out. I just love it. I have done the baking thing, especially when I need it in the wintertime. But I prefer to do it out in the sun. And so, and that's pretty much it, right? I mean, that is the project. Quick, easy. You know, you can make your tag as short as you like, or as tall as you like. And you could even make this bigger. You know, you don't have to make it just this size. I mean, you could make it taller if you want to fill your whole page. But I kind of like just having it like this, because what I'm going to do is when I glue it down, of course, you're going to have your flap, but I'm also on my page going to put something else underneath it. So once again, you have more writing space. And so this is going to go like this, and this will be writing space. And it'll go over the page. Let me get it. Let me grab one of my, pretty pot plants journals that I'm working in. I really don't have a whole lot of pages left in here to add something to. This is something we're going to be doing on Friday, so I don't have a page there. So, you can see I need a place. This is my coffee dyed paper. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love all the doilies that I have that make it so pretty. Sorry, I have to put this back in Mr. Art, because we know he will clog up if I don't. Okay, well, you know, since that, I might put it on the same little white, there, this piece of paper. So see, you just put it on. You can put it on like this. And then you glue it, and then this goes like this. See, that's just a simple, but it gives you extra real estate. So when this flips open, I'm going to put something here, like a pocket with another tag. But that is just so pretty. Isn't that nice? So let's go ahead and clip the tops of these, because I want it to look like a tag. So I'm going to punch these as they fly at me. Ink those edges. And that looks like a tag. And now this looks so pretty. Very simple, just a quick little, hey, let's put something together. They all turned out really cute. These are the other two I did. These are just the first simple ones that I did. And then this one, of course, is the one that I did after it to give us a little bit more real estate. So yeah. So I mean, it's a cute little project for you to do. Just something quick and simple and easy. So I hope you had a great time. If you did, leave me a comment and a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. And I will see you next time. And remember, you only know what you know until you know something different. Bye-bye.